Yesterday, stories came out that Manchester United are still looking for an experienced goalkeeper to add to their ranks. We've just bought one and got rid of one. What is going on? Today, after saying yesterday, myself, that was complete and utter crap, more news has come out that Manchester United wants an experienced goalkeeper. And in fact, have open talks and had communications with AC Milan's goalkeeper, MAIGNAN. Now, what is going on here? I'm going to break this deal down. I'm going to break this story down, in fact, and tell you exactly what's being reported, why it's being reported, and why Manchester United might actually be looking for another goalkeeper. Just to add to this, right from the top, I don't think Manchester United are going for another goalkeeper. I want to make that clear, but I'm going to talk about it because we cover the news, and now another journalist has come out saying that Manchester United want to buy an experienced goalkeeper. Okay, right. So, first of all, Manchester United could have gone and bought Donnarumma. We're interested in Donnarumma. Apparently, he said he only wanted Manchester City. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Apparently, Manchester United did meet with a delegation for Donnarumma. Didn't go through with that because of the expense and the wages. Manchester United agreed personal terms with Emi Martinez. If we were going to buy an experienced goalkeeper in Ruben Amorim's most important season, where he needs to hit the ground running, and then we would have bought that goalkeeper this summer. Stupid. Yes, and that's what people in the media are running now, because Manchester United have had talks with MAIGNAN. Let me tell you something about MAIGNAN at AC Milan. Yeah, why are Manchester United talking to him? Well, his contract ends and he's a free agent in the summer. That's why that report has been spun and rolled into this one. Samuel Luckhurst, Alex Crook, the people that have been reporting on this story about Manchester United needing another goalkeeper are the ones that I think have done the digging and thought, you know what? United might still need a goalkeeper with what's going on this season. Unconvinced, 2 games in, he's still not bought Sonny Lamans into the side at all. So let's look at what's potentially out there right now. United still want another goalkeeper. Have they fabricated this and put this story together? Look, I'm not saying they have. I'm not saying that they're making this completely up. Someone at Manchester United might have told them that we need another goalkeeper still, and we're still on the lookout for it. I'm telling you right now, it is simply because Manchester United know that MAIGNAN is out of contract to AC Milan at the end of the season, and of course because he's in Italy, Manchester United being a foreign club can already speak to him in January, in 3 months time pretty much, and organise and agree a pre-contract agreement where he can then sign for United in January and then move to the club in the summer. What was the point in spending just under 20 million, by the way, on Sonny Lamans if this is going to be the case? Because you're not going to change your goalkeeper if you're going to go out and buy another one in the summer who is apparently more experienced. The only reason that Sonny Lamans isn't in right now is because what? Because he's what? Because he's inexperienced, because he needs to get used to a new league, because he doesn't know the team. Like, what's the excuse? What is the excuse? Let's have a quick look at MAIGNAN, by the way, and let's just see the stats on him. 30 years old, goalkeeping prime. When is Sonny Lamans ever going to fit into Manchester United's side if he comes in the summer? What is the point in Manchester United not going out and buying Emi Martinez this summer when we really needed him? Everything that I read on this has been put together because of the circumstances around MAIGNAN and what's happening with his contract right now. And I feel like because Manchester United have made a big deal on transfer deadline day and not getting Martinez and going for the unknown player and spending money on the younger goalkeeper, the inexperienced goalkeeper in Sonny Lamans, I think because of not starting these big games, the media have just gone and done a little bit of digging. Now, what happens past that? Well, you then get people talking about Ineos and their ineptitude and wanting to dig them out. Why? Why do we need to be talking about Ineos? Why do we need to be driving this story? Well, we need to be driving this story because nothing else is happening at the moment, and United won a game and everything's a bit quiet. So somebody needs to write about something because there's nothing to write about. It's complete and utter media garbage. We bought Sonny Lamans to be Man United's future number 1. We're not going to go out and buy another goalkeeper. It's journalists with nothing to do trying to fabricate news and make something happen. Purely my opinion on this, but tell me I am wrong. Get into the comment section and tell me that I'm wrong on this because I just don't see it. So what comes now is the easy target for media is Ineos because United, under them, have not been successful. Their man Ruben Amorim is suffering. So Ruben said yes to Sonny Lamans. He's not started him. He's not convinced by him is the story that they will run because Well, yeah, because Manchester United were looking for a more experienced player on deadline day, so they've got the back of this story nailed on. They know exactly where Manchester United were because it was clear to everybody and it was official that Man United had actually agreed personal terms, according to Fabrizio Romano, with Emi Martinez. So we wanted an experienced goalkeeper on deadline day. Sancho didn't move and Emi Martinez didn't come to Manchester United. Then, next thing we know, there's a jet coming over to Manchester from Belgium and that's got Senna Lamens on it. We know deadline day. We know what happened there. And so what's the story right now with nothing going on and nothing negative to talk about around Manchester United? Let's have a go at the ownership. And that's what's driven the stories now on social media about Ineos and not being active and not being brave enough to go out and buy a experienced goalkeeper in the summer transfer window. We had Martinez there, we had Donnarumma there. I've already seen the social media meltdown going over this because of a report from yesterday from Samuel Luckhurst, who has taken a picture and posted that on social media in the back page of the first few days of his new job for the Sun. I ignored that story because it was the Sun. And then we're looking at Alex Crook now of TalkSport coming out and saying that Manchester United still want an experienced goalkeeper. Experienced goalkeeper for where? Like what? Italy? I remember the last goalkeeper we bought from Italy. Oh, funnily enough, yeah, that was from that city, Milan, over in Italy as well. Yeah, his name was Andre Onana. Experienced? No, he's not. I just feel like this is complete made up bullshit. Absolute crap, because there is nothing else to write about. Senna Lamens will be Man United's number one goalkeeper. I think that is clear. You don't spend 20 million on a goalkeeper near enough and then go out and get another experienced goalkeeper for nothing to never use that keeper. Because let me tell you this, Senna Lamens isn't going to wait 5 or 6 years to come into Man United's first team, because let's not forget, MAIGNAN's 30. And if you're buying him to be number one, and Senna Lamens is absolutely worthless to Manchester United as a number two, well, what is the point? He's not going to move to Manchester United thinking that he's going to be number two. You still got Bayende. And people will drive that story. We bought an inexperienced goalkeeper who we don't want to play because we don't think he's good enough. And the goalkeeper we've got right now is not good enough. And that's the story that's being driven. Well, maybe just think about it a little bit here. Let's just see if Senna Lamens starts a few games first of all before we jump the gun and say that we are not starting him and therefore looking for another goalkeeper already. How can we judge a goalkeeper when he's not even played yet? Are the stories being made up from what Tom Heaton is saying around Manchester United? I don't think so. I think Manchester United feel comfortable. I think Senna Lamens will be a good goalkeeper. We wouldn't have invested the time and effort into scouting him for all of them years next to all of the other top targets and top scouts across Europe that were watching him as well if we didn't think he was good enough. So this is complete bollocks. It winds me up now because all they're doing is trying to drive into Manchester United again and create a story that isn't there and create a negative, because Manchester United, when everything's happy, is no news. And that's what the media hates. So they have fabricated a story out of nothing. Why are we talking about goalkeepers in September in the transfer window, by the way? And this, for me, is garbage. I just wanted to get that point out there. I don't want to make a point about this video about getting another goalkeeper in, because I don't think we're in for another goalkeeper. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Let me know what you think, though. Get into the comments section. Let me know what you think of the media and who's actually reporting this. And, of course, do you think Manchester United need another goalkeeper? I mean, I've got to ask the obvious question because the story's there, but you know my thoughts on it. Let me know yours. Get into the comments. Give the video a like. Hit the subscribe button on your screen. And I'll see you all later on.